again, my lovely yarny peeps. Crafty Moo Sarah here. And thank you for coming back again. So it's time for me to have a bit of a catch up because, as you know, I lost my Crojo for a while. Excuse me. And I took a couple of weeks off, and thankfully my Crojo's back in full power, and I'm really enjoying doing my crochet again, which is so nice because it keeps your mental health in check, keeps you calm, deals with any anxiety. So yeah, and I have a finished object to show you. I actually have two, but one is on another video, so I'm not going to go down that road too much. And I'll have to get up and get it because I can see it's on the other side of the room, but I'll do that in a minute. So thank you for returning. Thank you to all my new subscribers, and welcome. And if you'd like to, please give my video, go and watch some of my previous videos, give them a thumbs up. I know you can't watch every single one from start to finish, but if you can watch a little bit, if you can, and give each one a thumbs up. The thumbs up are what's important to us creators. They help our channels an awful lot, because it gets, the more thumbs you get, it kicks out notifications to the rest of YouTube. So it's really nice, and they're free, they don't cost you anything. So my first finished object, I am over the moon that I have finished this. I could have gone on more because my yarn cake was huge, but it's now in my my lovely leftovers bin. I don't like to call them scraps. None of my yarn is scrap. I buy good quality yarn and it's all good stuff, and any yarn I'm donated, all that has been very good quality. So it's not scrap, it's lovely leftovers, ready for making other things in the future. So yes, this is a pattern, Beautiful Friend Crochet Lacy Shawl by OMGrannySquare Ursula Wood, and I will hopefully get a photo of the pattern up here. And this is my finished shawl. Now, it isn't absolutely to the pattern because I'm human and I make mistakes occasionally. But look at this. It is huge. Now, it hasn't been blocked yet. Now, this is as wide as my arm span at the moment. So once it's blocked, it's going to be even bigger. But I adore this pattern. It's such a user-friendly pattern. It is such a beautiful pattern to do and to make. It's so easy, so easy. Ursula's patterns are written so well, and they're not expensive. She does not charge a lot of money. When you think about, oh, I can see all the fluff in here now. When you think about all the time and effort it takes, because you're stopping and starting and rewriting and checking how long it takes to write a pattern, and the small amount that I feel creators charge, well, Ursula it definitely charges. Some patterns are expensive, and I totally get why. You know, when you put the charge to the hours it takes, it's nothing, it's peanuts, it's absolute peanuts. So yes, and Ursula is very kind. She often has discounts on her patterns. So yeah, but look at that. The ombre on this yarn is beautiful, and the yarn is from Agnes World Ombre yarn. I'll put all the links below to everyone and everything, the pattern, to Ursula, to her channel. And if you're not part of Ursula's channel and you haven't gone over there and subscribed to her yet, where have you been? Her channel is fabulous, lots of fun. She's such a joy to watch, and she and you must go and have a look at her patterns on Ravelry. I think they're under her name, Ursula Wood, and she makes the most beautiful wearables, especially if you're a bit fluffy, as we like to say. And I'm a lot fluffy, and I'm in the middle of, well, not in the middle, almost at the end of making another one of her patterns, a wearable pattern. So now this one's finished. All I've got to do is block it. I don't know when I'm going to get to block it, because I've got a couple of things need blocking at the moment, and I just haven't got the time to do it. So maybe when I next take a little bit of time off, I can do that. I might do that. I've seen someone block a shawl like that where they've hung it out on the line damp and pegged it and stretched it and put some little weights on the bottom. So I don't know, I'm going to look into it anyway, because I don't fancy pinning it out, to be quite honest. I rarely block things, but I know that needs blocking, because it's going to be it'll make it a little bit bigger, and it'll make the drape better. I haven't, as I said, I didn't actually get the pattern absolutely to Ursula's, because the first bobble bit I put extra windows in. I wasn't concentrating on what I was doing, and when I looked and finished that bit and I'd gone on to the next bit, I thought, oh well, makes it bespoke to me. And I've also put 3 rows of the bobbles in. I think Ursula's only has 2, but I've put 3 in because I had a huge cake and I wanted to use a bit more. And I haven't done the last row of the frill, because I'm really happy with the size of the frill as it is. I love that. I didn't want my frill any bigger. I wasn't sure if I wanted the frill on there to start off with, but I put it on and I thought, oh yeah, I like it, but I don't want it any bigger. So it's bespoke to me. It's bespoke to me, but it's Ursula's pattern. I wouldn't have it if Ursula hadn't written it. So it's just a little bit. But I always think patterns are like recipes. You know, you make it, but you adapt it to your taste and what you like. So yeah, and I'm sure Ursula won't mind. But what a super pattern, a real user-friendly pattern, an easy pattern to follow, and such an absolute delight to crochet. And I think everyone that I've seen that's made it has said the same. It is such a beautiful pattern to make. So if you're looking for a shawl pattern, please go and have a look at this one. Can you see the twinkle in this too? It's absolutely gorgeous. Love it. So that's my first finished object. I'll be back in a minute. And she's back. So yes, my other finish, and I'm just quickly going to show this. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it because I have done a separate video for it, because it's for #things we're making Thursday. But I made a bag and I completely finished it, and it's the first time I've ever lined a bag. And I lined it with a pillowcase, and I am thrilled, can't tell you how thrilled to bits with this bag. Absolutely love it. And I know I'm going to use it. It's going to be my, just popping down the shops bag, or just popping to see a friend bag, or, it's just a little bag you use now and again. So yeah, if you want to see any more about it, it's on my Things We're Making Thursday number 10. I'll put the link to the video below. So there you go. And I forgot, I've had a couple of other very tiny finishes, but Angela over at the Crazy Poppy Lady has been making, she made a Rosy Posy coaster specifically for my #Moose Flower Power Cow, and this is my version. She has got tutorials up on her channel. This is a super easy little make. It's a fun little make, and then you can fold it up like a little posy. You could put a Ferrero Rocher chocolate in there, and then you could tie it up with a bit of ribbon, and look, it makes a gorgeous little posy. So that's the rosy one, the rosy posy. She also did a lavender one, and that's my lavender one. And this is all out of yarns that I was using for another project. And then you can, whoops, and then you see you've got another little posy there of lavender. Aren't they good? And she said you could even put a brooch on it and make it could be a little brooch, put a pin on it. So that's that one. But she's also done one more because I made a cheeky request and I said, oh, could you do a daisy coaster? So she's given me the link to the pattern she's written. I'm going to have a go at that sometime, either tonight, tomorrow night, or on the weekend sometime. I think Angela's gone away to Australia now. She's got a family visit to go to do out there. So I'll probably do that. Hopefully have it done before the end of this weekend. But I tell you what, these are such fun to make. And Angela, I can't thank you enough, darling, because you did say you did it as something to go into my flower power cal, and so many people have. I'm not going to say anything because it's the end of the month tomorrow, and this weekend I've got to put together the slideshow for June, #Moose Flower Power Cal. And I tell you, you guys, you just blow me away. You have done a cracking job this month as well. The submissions and the projects you've made, well, I just think you're the dog's doodahs, you're the bee's knees. I didn't think this cal would take off as much as it had. And when I did actually start it, I thought, oh, Moo, what have you done? What have you let yourself in for? And do you know what? I'm loving it. It's the best thing. I think because it's not too much of a challenge. You can put one item in. It only has to be a small item. It can be anything to do with plants or flowers. So you've got a whole month to do it. So if it's a tiny little thing, you're pushed for time, you should be able to fit it in. So yeah, but I won't say any more about that one either because that'll be another video. And part of my Moo's Flower Power Cal, this is just another work in progress. I've got this, and this is very dear to me. This is my little forget-me-not make. I'll put it up on my shoulder because you can see the flowers there. But I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, whether it's going to be an Afghan, because I feel the holes in it are too big for an Afghan. But it could become a wall hanging. Maybe put some yellow fabric behind it and put sew some hanging tabs, and maybe have some tassels at the bottom or something. It would make a lovely wall hanging. It would make a lovely cushion cover as well. So I don't know at the moment, not sure what I'm going to do, but I'm not sure about the Afghan thing because the holes are quite big, and I'm not sure. It would make a nice throw over a piece of furniture maybe, so as not to be as a blanket as such, but just a decorative piece. So who knows what it's going to be, but I've got the whole year to do it. I'm doing a little bit every month, and yeah, it's coming along nice. The yarn I'm using, I don't think I'd buy it again. It's, oh, what did I do with the other two? I didn't bring them up. I found them, but I don't know where I've put. Oh, there we go. The yarn I'm using is Wendy Supreme DK. Now, it's not expensive. The actual yarn itself is lovely. It's beautifully soft. It's 100 grams. This colour is called Aster, and it's premium acrylic. But I've had so much yarn bath in the middle of it, and where in this ball of yarn, I'm on my second ball of yarn. We'll see how we go with the other ones. If the other ones aren't that bad, then, but this one, it had a big snag in the middle of it, and then there was loads of yarn where it lost one of the plies. So, it was such a pain in the neck. But it's soft, it's beautifully soft, and it is premium acrylic, and it's very reasonable price. And then I've got the yellow, and have I got the yellow? What colour is it? Oh, primrose. The yellow is primrose. So you've got primrose and aster. How apt for the Flower Power cow. And the reason I am making the forget-me-not is because that is the flower and the symbol for the Alzheimer's Society. And Alzheimer's is just one form of dementia. There are many forms of dementia. And my dad has got what is called double dementia. But he's very lucky. It's slow progressing. And he's doing an awful lot at the moment. Very proud of my dad. I'll put a photo of my daddy in his crocheted waistcoat at the end of this. I love him to bits, and my mum. I am so privileged to, at my age, to still have both my parents. I know so many people who don't. And my dear friend Linda lost her mum and her dad recently, and her sister June. They lost their mum and dad, and my heart really goes out to them, because I've not lost either of mine, and I know one day that will happen. We talk about it a lot in the family. We joke about it, and I tell them off. They're so naughty, they really do, because I get all choked up. But they're such good fun. They're the only people I will go on holiday with. We all get on so well. We laugh so much. The times my mum and I wet our knickers because we're laughing so much, it's hilarious. But yeah, so Dad is doing really well. He's joined a poetry writing club society, and Mum has said his poetry is amazing, and I need to email her actually and ask her to send me a couple of his poems, because I would love to read them. And it's doing him the world of good. He's thoroughly enjoying it. His tutor is blown away with him. So it's so good for his brain, for his, his mind and everything. So that's good. He loves to cook. But when he cooks, Mum has to go out, leave the house, because he'll use every pot and pan and plate. And he's really, really slow, bless him. He's really slow. And it drives her up the wall. My mum's like a whirling dervish. She's got to get in there, get cracking, get it done, bish, bash, bosh, which is a bit like me. But my dad, he needs to take the whole time. It'd probably take him a couple of hours to chop a bit of veg, because he is very, he's almost on the verge of autism with it. He's absolutely pedantic, and he's so precise, and everything has to be, Bless his heart. But he loves it, and that's good therapy for him. He helps Mum with the cleaning. They have cleaners come in, but they do their own little bits and bobs. He'll do ironing. So lots of things that he can, keep his mind going, bless his cotton socks. So yeah, so I'll stick a photo of Dad. So that is the reason why I'm making this blanket. I diverged a bit there. It's the symbol of the Alzheimer's Society, which is one form of dementia. My dad has double dementia. He's doing well, and this is going to be a family keepsake to always remember my dear old dad and how well he's coping with his dementia. So there we go. So that's that one. Not a finished object, but a beautiful work in progress, and I absolutely love doing this. It looks complicated because you join as you go along, but it really isn't. It's so easy, and it's a vintage pattern, and I cannot find who. I bought it from a lady in America. It's a vintage pattern, but she's got no idea who the original maker was. I think it's called the Forget-Me-Not Afghan. I'll put a link again in the comments box below. I think that's about it. The next project for things we're making Thursday has been announced, and that is on my video. So if you want to know, that's on my video. And the next one is a raffia hat, and I'm using this. Now, I did use this once before in the past, and I wasn't overly keen on it. hence I still had 2 balls of it on my shelf. So I thought, no, I'm going to give it another go, and you know what, I'm really enjoying using it this time. I think because I understand it, and you have to be, you know, it's good. Once you crochet it, it's really strong, but you have to be careful because it can tear. It's like paper. I don't know, what is it made of? What is it made of? Why didn't I look? Oh, it's 100% 70% polyester, 30% viscose, but it feels like paper. It's so clever. So that is Lion Brand Rewind tape yarn, and I'm using that. It says it's a 5 weight, and to use a 6.5mm hook. I think I'm using a 5.5. Am I using a 5.5mm? I can't remember. Where is my hook? Yes, I'm using a 5.5, and I'm using my dots. I'm loving these hooks. I'm loving these hooks because they're long, and I crochet unusually. I do have, it's a knife, but I start off with my fingers there holding the stitches and then let go and do the rest. So having that and moving back, they really fit in my hand beautifully. I love my clovers, don't get me wrong, I still love my clovers, and all the other hooks I've got, but these are fast becoming my favourites, so much so I bought another set. So, and I'm thinking about getting another set. So, like yarn, you can't have too many hooks, can you? So there we go. That's that. I think that's my catch up for now. But, so if you've made it this far, well done you. And here is a bonus part to this video. This is a hidden giveaway. Please, whatever you do, do not mention the word giveaway in any comments that you leave on the video. Thank you very much. I want this to stay hidden. So recently, my dear friend bought me a couple of t-shirts. They don't fit because I'm fluffier than what she thinks. So I have 2 prizes for a giveaway, 2 t-shirts. They are absolutely adorable. You'll see why in a minute. And I want 2 prizes. There will be some other little bits in the prize gift, but I'm going to keep that a secret so you get a nice little surprise when you get your gifts. It's open worldwide. I will pay postage to wherever it goes in the world. I will not be liable for taxes, duties, or any kind of charges once it reaches the shores of your country. If there are any duties, taxes, etc. to be paid, those will be your responsibility. You have to be 18 or over to take part. You have to be publicly subscribed to my channel. Please watch this whole video and please give it a thumbs up. What else? YouTube is not associated with this in any way, shape or form. These were gifts given to me and I am paying for anything else that will go into it will all come out of my own pocket and I'm paying postage, etc. So yeah, if you can share my video out, it's not a rule for being in the giveaway. There will be a word that you will need to fit into your comment, which I will give you once I've shown you what you're going to get. So these are 2 t-shirts. They are both large size and they both have a moo on them. This one's sticking his tongue out. That's very me. So there you go. That's the first one. Isn't that lovely? I'm so sad they don't fit me. But anyway, the measurements across the chest is 20 inches and the measurement from the top of the neckline down to the bottom hem is approximately 24. Might be a little bit more. So that's that one. And that's this one. Isn't that cute? With the sunflowers. Oh, and daisies round the bottom. I am just so sad they don't fit. I really am, but they're lovely. This is the same measurements as the other ones, 20 inches across the chest and 24 from the neckline to the hem. So there we go. I will draw 2 winners. It will run from the 1st of July until the 31st of July. And if you would like to be in with a chance of winning, then I would like you to put the phrase cheeky moo in your comment. I'll put it here. I'll write it here. Cheeky moo. So, good luck. Have fun, and I'll announce the winner round about the 1st or 2nd of August. Remember, please do not put the word giveaway in any of your comments. If I see anything like that, I'll delete it. I've never done a secret giveaway before, a hidden giveaway before, so I'm quite excited. And they will come in a plastic bag. I took them out so that I didn't make a lot of crinkles. And as I said, there'll be some other little treasures in there as well. So thank you for coming over. Please take care. Please look after you, look after your family, take care of your health. And remember, always be kind. You don't know what anyone else's walk in life is. You don't know what their burdens and their troubles are. I do hope I haven't forgotten anything. If I have, send me an email and say, you silly old moo, you've forgotten. But I don't think I have. That's my catch up. Take care. Love you millions. See you on the next one. Bye for now.